Hey, what's up guys? Ryan here from ExtremeTerrain, and today I'm here with the Smittybilt SRC sidestep bars fitting your 2018 and up 4-door Wrangler JL. It's going to be for those of you Jeep owners that are looking for a very durable step that's going to provide excellent side and undercarriage protection. This is a great way to change up the look of your Jeep and gain some ease of access into your vehicle, especially for those of you that are lifted, whether you're just hopping in the cab or you're reaching any items that you may have stored up top. Now, these provide excellent side and undercarriage protection, making them perfect whether you're deflecting shopping carts in a parking lot or you're hitting those trails. Now, these have a very unique design that's going to set them apart from the rest, and they're made from heavy-duty tubing with welded-in step plates. This is going to add to the structural integrity. Whole thing's finished off with a very nice textured black powder coating that's going to add to the aggressive styling. It's also going to provide corrosion resistance, which is going to protect your investment from the elements. Now, these come as a set, so you're getting the passenger and driver side, and they are completely bolt-on design, so there's no drilling or modification required. As far as price goes, they are middle of the road, coming in right around $350. I think this is a great option to go with if you like this particular design, you're looking for this protection and functionality, and they even come with a 5-year warranty. Now, as far as installation goes, I'm going to give this a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. Expect to get these installed in under 2 hours just using hand tools and a friend. Now, with that being said, let's hop into the install. Tools we use for this install: 3/8 drive impact, 5/8 socket, 18mm socket. So before we get started with this installation, there's one thing that I would like to point out. If you have a factory sidestep, you need to remove that. This is relatively easy to do, and you'll need a 13mm socket and a 10mm socket. Get that thing off, ditch it, and we're just about ready to install a step. Now, as far as disassembly, there is a few parts that we need to remove off of the Jeep. We have a couple nuts underneath here on the body mount that this new step is actually going to attach to. So we're going to slide underneath the Jeep, and we're going to take those off first, and then we'll get to installing the step. Now, we only need to do this for the middle body mount and the rear body mount. So we're going to start with the middle one. Now, you're going to have these 2 studs on either side. We're going to remove these nuts. Use a 5/8 socket to get these bad boys off. We're going to move to the rear one. We're going to take those nuts off. You want to save this hardware because we will be reusing it. So at this point in time, we are ready to install a sidestep. Now, first thing I want to mention is this thing is pretty heavy, so you want to grab a friend. Now, you want to grab the correct side. We are on the driver's side, so we want a large gap in the front here, and these steps are going to wind up right in the middle of our doors. Now, you can see back here that we have these 2 funky looking mounts. These are actually going to go on those body mounts where we took those nuts off. This front side has a little bit of a different bracket, and that's going to bolt to the frame. So I'm going to get a friend to hold this up while we get this installed. We'll get those nuts on, and then we'll go from there. So it's pretty hard to see, but up here you're going to have, on the body mount, you're going to have this large circular disc. Now, when you install this rock slider, the top of it needs to slide above this, and then once you get it on there, you can slide it onto the studs that we took the nuts off of. After you get up on there, you can take these factory nuts and then just put them back on. So you're going to do that to both of these mounts, and then we'll work on getting the front installed. Kind of hard to get your hand in there, so you can put the nut in the end of the socket and just run it up those threads. So we're going up to the front and we're going to mount it. Now, this bracket mounts on the side of the frame and the bottom of the frame. We're going to start with the bottom of the frame. So you have a hole here and a hole here. We're going to use a circular hole. So you get these welded nut tabs on a stick. The reason they are on a stick is so you can feed them through the frame. So I'm going to go up here and feed it to the frame. So basically you want to bend it in the shape that you want it and then pass it through the frame. And we're going to try to get it to line up with that hole down there. After we get it to line up with a hole, we're just going to stick the bolt through. All right, so we got that one in. So now we're going to work on getting the side one in. So next we're gonna do this one on the side. Now you can either go through this slot behind this, towards the rear of the Jeep, or you can go through that same hole up front below the front body mount. This will actually fit through there, nicely like that, so we can get it to come over here. But we need to bend it in a certain way because this is a wide gap. We don't want it to fall through. So when you take this, and just bend it like that. Make it a little hockey stick. It's through. So we fed this through, it's on the back side. You're gonna go ahead and tighten this bolt up. And that way you leave this little tail on there. If you ever wanna take these off, you can fish that back out. All right, so we got that in. We're gonna go ahead and get some sockets and get this rail tightened up. So next we're gonna tighten the front up. So you wanna make sure that this is all the way in. And we're gonna use an 18mm socket to tighten up this bottom bolt. And we'll tighten up the side bolt. And then we'll do our body mount bolts. So to tighten up the body mount nuts, we're gonna use that same 5/8 socket. So after you get these steps installed and tightened up, you can do the same exact thing to get that other side installed. However, that's gonna wrap up my review and install. For more videos and products like this, check us out at ExtremeTerrain.com.